Hey guys, we're back with another episode of Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers 2014. Sometimes I like to just show you my range. Nick.
What range?
Nick, how you doing?
You're, I've had enough of you screaming at the beginning of these episodes, Rob. You're gonna disturb someone, and you're gonna knock them out of their chair, and they're gonna have a heart attack, and they're gonna sue you and me.
Hello, I am AlpacaPatrol.
That was pretty good, actually. I don't know if you started as low as you're probably able to go, though.
I think Rob and I have competitive vocal ranges.
Baer,
How low can you go, Baer? Let's hear it. Let's hear the lowest you can go.
How low can you go? BaerTaffy.
This is my deepest bass. This is like the until I get like all gravelly.
Ladies.
This is down there.
My Batman can beat your Batman, BaerTaffy.
It probably can.
You motherfucker, I can take you in a fight of deep voices any day.
Where is Austin?
Alright, no, you win.
Well, that was fun. Thanks for joining us in Magic 2014 today, everybody.
Magic bass voices.
Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe.
Rate it 5 stars.
We have to do a whole episode all in deep bass voices.
Smash
Alright.
that like button.
Nick, you should scratch that start button.
Yeah, are we all randoming? What are we doing
I
here?
think we're randoming it.
I'm gonna randomize the randomness.
Rob?
Damn.
Random Rob?
Yeah, random. I'm
Bam.
always...
Robbed him.
One guy said, like, please stop randoming.
Sorry, whoever you are, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Please. To think of the children.
Oh, why do I have a David Bowie cover on one of my cards? That's pretty weird.
You have a David Bowie cover on one of your cards. That's amazing.
I'm pretty sure I do, yeah.
Covering his song or like an album?
No, it's just an album cover. It's just like David Bowie. Just, yeah. I mean, it doesn't look anything like him, but it looks like an album that he would have if he looked like that. Keep.
Is it him as the Goblin King?
No, he's like as a lion.
Oh, interesting. I
Yeah.
can see David Bowie being a
Austin
lion.
knows what it is.
I don't think there's a single animal I couldn't picture David Bowie as, honestly.
David Bowie is an
giraffe.
animalistic character.
Yeah, I can see Giraffe-oey.
What about
That's a Pokemon.
Gorilla David Bowie?
Slut.
Girafarig is an actual Pokemon.
That's an actual Pokemon.
Yeah, that is a Pokemon. He's a
That's
psychic.
sad.
Yeah. It's actually kind of weird because he's deformed. He has 2 heads.
Have you guys tried that Pokemon Fusion thing?
Oh
Yeah.
god, that's the greatest.
Have you been on
website?
r/Pokemon at all in the past year?
Well, no, I haven't. I actually found out about it from Green.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, he was talking about it on Twitter, and like as if it were a new thing. Like, that shit's been around for like 3 years.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I mean, it's really fun.
We're following Reddit rules, man. It's a repost, but it's new to us, so it's still okay.
Right.
Upvote.
Upvote. Yeah.
You know what? I always get angry when people are like, oh, this is a repost, blah 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 blah. It's like,
Oh
well,
god, it's still my turn.
That's
I'm sorry.
exactly how they sound.
no, but basically it is because it's like,
I
well,
know.
this is. Do you guys want to see how many times this has been reposted? Let me show you all the different times it's been reposted.
Look at how much time I spent and the effort I put into
Here's
making
a
this
graph
list.
explaining entirely exactly how stupid you are.
I split
I
it
made
into
an
a pie
immigrant
chart
entry.
and a dotted line graph, just so you guys
Here's
can be
my
very
PowerPoint
clear on this.
presentation. It's
Box
gonna
and
be for
Whisker.
you. Box and Whisker.
It's the best chart.
It does sound like.
Are we gonna have a best chart fight right now, Nick? Because I'll throw down.
Whoa! It's going
Wait,
down.
you disagree with me that Box and Whisker is the best chart.
I think pie chart is clearly the most descriptive chart of the charts available on default Microsoft
Your
Excel.
days are goddamn numbered, BaerTaffy.
I don't know. I might have to go with Baer here. Pie chart is pretty good. All for
You're
2 reasons.
insane.
1, very informative. 2, I really like pie.
Why don't we all make a chart in our respective favorite chart to prove which is the most statistically
I'm gonna
proven
make a
best
chart, and at this point in the video, I'm gonna overlay the chart I made to demonstrate to Nick why his chart is inferior to my chart.
We'll see about that.
I'll probably forget.
Yeah.
I forget where I saw there's this really ironic photo that was posted to Reddit or something where it's like it was like a pie chart about statistics being inaccurate, and like it said 33%, but it like on the pie chart it took up like 60% of the circle.
Because
You get it? Yeah. It was funny
that's
though.
not how big it should be.
Right.
See, if we explain the humor, people have more fun with it.
Welcome back to Baer Explains the Joke.
Oh man, can that be a series I run? I have to do that now.
When we first started making that joke of the dude explains the joke thing, I did always want to do that. I always wanted to find really funny jokes and then just dryly explain what makes them funny.
Sitting on an armchair in front of a fireplace, smoking a pipe.
Yeah. Oh no, we should get Bill Murray to host.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Amazing, right? That would be so funny.
Oh god, you got an aura deck, Nick.
Rob, I would really enjoy seeing you sitting in front of. Oh yeah, I want to draw a card. In front of a fireplace, smoking a pipe, doing anything really.
Yeah, me too. Really. To be honest with you.
Wearing like a robe, right? I mean, that's what you wear.
Yeah. Have you guys ever smoked a pipe?
I have a pipe.
You have a pipe.
Yeah, I have a legit corncob pipe.
I have a pipe, but it's what I flush my poop down.
That too.
What?
What did I do?
Oh, let's not get a poop conversation because. Oh, also, how many minutes was it? 3? 4?
6 actually.
6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say Rob has that weird magical
cultivating lands.
pipe story that I don't still understand exactly.
Magic pipe story.
Magic pipe story.
Yeah, with your toilets that don't have like the basin thing
that
on
bullshit. Yeah, my toilets don't flush. Fucking. I'm in New York.
I could walk into my bathroom right now and I could flush the toilet
No, you
100
can't flush the
times
toilet
in a
'cause
row, and it won't matter. It would flush at just as well every time.
We've solved this goddamn problem, man. This isn't cold case. There's a tank somewhere else. It's just not where you can see it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, obviously. But it's like way better like that than it is with the shitty like tank thing. That,
Oh, because if everyone
it's funny
in your
because we're talking about toilets.
if everyone in your apartment building flushes the toilet at the exact same moment, you're just shit out of luck. Get it?
yeah. Fun. And on that fun, we're gonna end the Magic series, friends.
Forever.
That's the end.
I was hoping Baer would explain the joke. Well,
The joke is funny because feces.
yeah, basically.
That could be an entire episode. It could be 12 seconds, and it would start off with the joke, and then I would say, "This joke is humorous because poop is funny," and then I would just cut to black, and
I
that
kind of
would
want
make
you
me
to
millions.
zoom in though. Like, I want your face to appear on the screen, like still frame. Your face shows up. You zoom into your face really close, and then you explain the joke.
And then I just slowly start to develop a smile over the course of like 35 seconds. Just minute
like
by
that one
minute
guy.
movement.
I don't remember what they called him, but he would always look up at the camera and then do a really creepy smile, and he did that like 100 times.
Oh
Yeah. That guy was the best. The little little Filipino man.
Anderson
he
Cooper?
was like drinking orange juice and.
yeah, he was the greatest. I like that guy a lot. I would love to hang out with that man, just so he could
Seems
do
like a
that
fun
to
man.
ladies in the bar.
100% agreed.
I would hang out with that man.
Divine
transformation.
Do I want to draw a card? No.
Good God.
No.
Yeah, that core
Stop.
thing is gonna get really strong.
Yeah.
Like,
Holy
really strong.
Jesus. That thing can get buffed up real quick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
His
turn. Oh,
I should have kept a blocker.
Oh, Long Johnson.
Oh, that cat's amazing.
Oh, Long Johnson.
Don't forget Don Johnson. He's got Long Johnson and Don Johnson. They're both.
He's a smart dude. He's a smart cat.
Yeah. He really is. I love him a lot.
Brings me back to the days of America's Funniest Animals or whatever on Animal Planet. The only good show on that network.
I honestly found out about Olong Johnson from the South Park episode.
That wasn't
The meme one?
2 years ago. That
Wow.
video is from like the freaking 80s.
I know. I just kind of hated America's Funniest Home Videos because it was just like it is basically Tosh.0 right before Tosh.0, but it just had like really campy, family-friendly humor on top of it, and it's dude, just show me the videos. Like I once YouTube came out, it was like, oh, thank God, I can watch funny videos and I don't have to have some asshole trying to make like clever jokes about it and make like little like boink noises when the dog falls in the pool. Like I don't care about that shit.
But now Tosh.0 is a thing, and now you can't separate the funny ones from like the gore and the violent ones, and I just really don't want to see those at all.
Would you rather have the Brink or would you rather have Daniel Tosh?
Yeah.
I'd probably rather have Daniel Tosh, but still, I just don't want to see all the gore stuff.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But that said, I haven't watched Tosh.0 in a while because
he's been pushing the line more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
you have RWTF, so you're good.
Yeah, well, and it's also just like a lot of times when I watch Tosh.0, I was like, oh yeah, I saw that on Reddit. Like,
Right.
Right.
It's
I
like
think that's his entire writing staff just goes on Reddit.
You know what? I think they haven't really denied that very vehemently. I'm pretty sure they're just open about the fact that, well, yeah, a lot of things end up on Reddit, and we find them there, and we think they're funny, so they go on TV, and then we make money from that.
yeah.
Hey, I mean, that's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
They have better production value than Reddit. By a
Man,
little.
Ray William Johnson has been doing that for a while, and nobody really seems to care that much, apart from a lot of people that don't really matter.
I wouldn't care either, really, even if I was like a viral video creator, because like my video is already viral, right? That's the only way that he found
Yeah,
it,
of
so
course.
It's not stealing views from me. And then secondly, he's definitely not stealing views from me because he's making people look at my video. So it's like, it's a win-win, really.
Plus, I hardly think that anybody that has a viral video is really of the opinion that, like, wow, I definitely deserve all of this attention, and I have like a reputable fan base now with which to build upon.
Except for marketing reps who can suck a dick.
Yeah. Whenever I read comment, like I was reading something about, when Total Biscuit had this whole thing, right? Like we talked about in the last episode, or 2 episodes ago, whatever.
What?
The Total Biscuit thing.
No, sorry.
No,
Nick,
he's because I skipped attack. I just didn't want to be a dick to Rob, mostly. That's all.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Nice guy.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, yeah, the Total Biscuit thing. I was reading the comments because the comments were like, talking about some people were like, yeah, they make up to like $2 million a year or something, and then like I just always see the comments of people being like, whoa, I need to go on YouTube. Like they get paid that much for that. Like I need to go on YouTube and make some shitty cat shitting on a dog video or something. And it's just like, I just felt
Pinnacle.
I gotta go search shitty cat shitting on a dog, and I feel like I'm gonna get some good results.
And it's a shitty cat, too, so it's like full of
cat.
shit.
Well, is it a cat covered in shit, or is it just like a cat made entirely of shit?
Or it's just not a very good cat. I mean, there's those two.
Oh, yeah. Just a poor quality cat.
Below average quality cat.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, but that whenever I see those, because I always see those comments when they talk about YouTubers, like, these fucking assholes, they make this much money. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, it's the same for anything, or like it's the same thing when people say like, whoa, Robert Downey Jr. got paid $50 million for Iron Man. He's overpaid. It's like, no, he's not overpaid. You know why he's not overpaid? Because he sells way more than $50 million worth of tickets, and that's the reason that they pay him $50 million. Like it's just relative. That's all it is. It's like, oh, hold on, I'm in the middle of a turn here now.
Rob, do you have a dispel card? You're playing the blue deck.
Yeah, well, you know that thing that's been happening to me every Magic episode where I can either get one land or many lands?
You've been really good at that.
You don't have one
Very
card
consistent.
that says put so-and-so card back in hand or anything like that?
No. No,
that
I don't.
sucks. That's
Damn,
like the
dude.
whole point of that
Austin's
deck.
conspiring against me, I can tell.
I am I'll say it, Nick. I want that card gone.
It's getting to the point where Austin is starting to get a little frightening.
Yeah, I'm not at all, which is nice, I guess.
I haven't attacked you. I could have. Let's attack Nick.
Who's
We want to keep Rob on the board right now, though.
Yeah, Rob's the only one who can kill Nick's creature.
Right.
Oh, Baer, don't take this as a bad thing.
Uh-huh. Are you about to say something like really mean to me?
Yeah, I really think that you should go on a diet because
You know, I need to.
No, I wanted to because I know that you have instant cards, so I'm going to take those.
Oh.
And, I don't know.
You're gonna lava axe him with his own lava axe. That would be.
No, I'm not gonna lava axe Baer.
Yeah, I know. It'd just be the ultimate insult. Oh, thanks.
Let me
I'm glad I
lava
didn't.
ask you a question,
Yeah, get the guy
Rob.
who has no lifesteal sitting already at halfway, and the guy who has a 10-14 with lifesteal, he's fine. Nah, he attacks once and doubles his life. Don't worry about it.
What? How am I doing that? I can double my life?
I can math.
Austin, you know how you can make Easy Mac more delicious?
How's that?
You add some salt.
Oh,
Got him!
BJ.
Yeah.
Man, I should just GG out of this one. That hurt.
Or
That was an emotional loss for me.
Aren't all magic losses emotional?
They really is true. So what was it? Oh yeah, right, yeah. With the stack of the point of relative worth that people just don't seem to understand.
Relatively, go fuck yourself, Rob.
And then also it's the next step, right, where like people don't understand relative worth, and they also expect that it's morally fair that inheritance is a thing, because it's not really, you know.
I've had no problem with inheritance in my personal points of view.
In this current system, yes, inheritance is fine, because I mean that's just, you know, it's part of the system. But if you were to Rawls it veil of ignorance and think about inheritance, it doesn't really make any sense. Because like, okay, Michael Jordan.
Nervous.
All right.
You should be.
I don't know who to attack, because whoever I attack, if they have the wrong thing in their hand, I've just screwed myself.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm gonna attack the person who's tapped out. It's gonna be Austin.
I am not tapped out.
He's not tapped out at all,
I
actually.
had not
What?
a single card tapped.
No, I mean
No,
you're
your
mono.
land is tapped out.
That makes sense. But yeah.
Everyone's tapped out, Nick.
No, but you are mostly, and you have the most creatures. That's what I mean.
You have the most land not
You're just a
available.
piece of shit, is what you are.
Well, I mean, I don't have trample, so calm down, Jesus.
What did I do? Is fucking match. God damn.
You
Got
lost a
lava
1-1.
axe.
Calm down. You're very salty today.
I am super salty. I admit it.
Oh god. I don't even know how to handle you at this point, Nick.
Yeah, this man.
Just
The
attack
club
me,
can't
that's
even
how-
handle you right now, and I
Cradle
am the
sack,
club.
mostly.
I guess.
You did bring on the sack?
No, I said cradle the sack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Now he's just being cocky.
I get it.
Almost literally. Oh, sorry, I ruined the joke, didn't I? Here's why that wasn't funny up on my continuation. Also, off on a tangent that we brought up like 5 minutes ago, another show called Grade Your Cat, where we have people bring in their kitten and we assign it a letter grade based on different qualities.
I love that idea.
Isn't
I'm
that
so
just
in.
eugenics? I feel like that's just eugenics.
Yeah, but
Is that a
Yeah.
Pokemon thing?
No, that's the new Edmund McMillan game that is an
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it's both of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. Wait, no, not that. Oh god.
what
So
are you
good.
doing there?
Zoom out.
I think he's gonna
okay,
do a kill
continuing.
everything.
No, you
Nope.
didn't do anything.
No, I don't really have any options like that.
Oh, I'm gonna do this. Dun, 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 dun. Nothing
I
happened.
guess I'm just gonna move
That's what I wanted to do. I was in the improper stage by which to do it, though.
Yeah.
He has I think, Nick has the My Creature Doesn't Die card, by the way.
He does. He does have that.
The one that just doesn't take damage.
Why is that a thing? Why can I do that?
I don't know.
Wait,
Just
prevent
gonna
all
take that.
damage that would be dealt to Dawn Elemental?
They should add more flavor text to that. It just says prevent all damage and flip off everyone else at the table
Right.
every time you use this creature.
There should be a taunt
read its
button.
flavor text. It's essentially what it says. It was
Does it?
midnight on the Daru Plains, yet it seemed the sun was rising. It's just like, I don't play by the rules.
Wow.
That is
Well, he plays by
basically
no one's rules,
a middle
so.
finger. All right, I'm gonna lava axe Nick just because I feel like I
Alright,
should,
that's fine.
That's fair enough.
and then I'll be done.
All right.
So did you guys want to talk about that Twitter thing that Rob mentioned
Yeah,
earlier?
let's
'Cause I
talk
don't
about
know
that Twitter thing.
the best way to describe that entire situation. So if one of you guys wants to jump into that.
I could probably give a spiel about it. So, I think, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Later in the day, we started seeing a bit of a tirade, mostly from Adam Sessler, about something that him and, I don't know how to say his name, is it Gies? Arthur
Sure.
Geese? Arthur Geese.
Yes.
The Polygon guy, everybody knows who it
See
is.
you guys later. I think that's the end of
Oh,
me.
damn.
My vengeance.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, you're still
Yeah,
in.
no, you're good, man. You just gotta,
Well, 11. Okay, yeah. No, I am now.
swallow that up.
Yeah, while Baer was talking there, I wanted to mention that Austin just became the most powerful player on the board with that one card that's not tapping. If you just go
Holy
ahead and
balls.
read that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, that's
Oh,
different.
shit.
I still
Yeah.
misplayed that. I just want you dead. You lava axe me. I'm
It's a little
taking.
scary.
Lava axe. That's it. That's it. Just because I
That's
love
the
it.
whole reasoning. No, I'm pulling a cam on this one. I'm putting myself out there to be killed just to make sure you don't win.
Just to teach you a lesson.
Yep.
Well, considering that's the case, then I guess I might as well do this, even though I don't think it's gonna work as I intended to.
I doubt it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not going to take the auras.
Yeah.
Yeah, figured it wouldn't.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm dead anyway. It's fine.
If you would have just said that, I would have told you before you played it. You wanted the flyer.
Yeah,
Well,
you did.
I think that it wouldn't, but it didn't.
Worth
really
a shot.
Yeah.
Wait.
So, anyway, yeah, Adam Sessler mostly and then Arthur Geese. We're talking about something that they felt was a big enough deal to, well, in Adam's own words, he said this is bad enough to where he now has to consider alternative professional venues. And a whole bunch of speculation arose from that. There was an entire Reddit thread on our games,
An
trying
ugly
to...
thread. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, it's all the speculation that you could possibly concoct wrapped up into one ugly little bubble of people that have no idea what's going on but feel
Right.
that they should voice a solid authoritative opinion about it regardless.
Right. And they, of course, are like angry also, and sort of they expect something from it too, and they think that they're just being whiny, even though they have no idea what is the problem in the first place.
Right.
So, weird.
But anyway, yeah, like a collective of union people that upvote the thing that makes the most sense if you present it in a context that has nothing to do with what's actually going on.
I would say
which of course is
sounds
nothing.
the best would be a better way to phrase it. Whatever
Yeah.
sounds the best gets the most.
Yeah, but you're super salty, so I mean, like, if you want to take the reins on your own, there, Austin, I guess you can do it.
I put some kind of things in all of your copies today, didn't I?
You did. So yeah, the speculation runs rampant. A lot of people are seeming to think that it has something to do with YouTube monetization, which really I feel like is very unlikely, given the fact that not only Arthur Geese and I'm gonna keep calling him that because I have no idea how to say
yeah,
his name.
I mean, fair enough.
Arthur Geese and Adam Sessler are not the only ones who would be affected by that, and I seriously doubt that they would be like the only ones to be aware of it. And again, Nick has almost quadruple starting health. We just have to
Yeah.
point that out before
Wonder whose fault that was.
we get into. Clearly, Rob's, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
kind of mine.
It's not my fault at all.
Completely
What
wrong.
I have. Look at the cards on the board right now. I have a phantasmal bear. That's what I got. Yeah.
It's a ghost
got
bear.
nothing.
So,
Yeah.
what?
It's a ghost bear.
Oh, it's the Ghost
Oh.
Bear.
Ghost Bear. I
We've
remember
been
that.
looking for it forever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ghost bear.
Yeah, I read the tweets. It's kind of weird because they make it seem super impending,
Yeah.
and at the same time, they don't say anything about it. And I guess they're probably being held to not say things about it, which is understandable.
And that's
But it-
most likely why they're not directly stating what it is that we're supposed to be
Right.
so worried about. And that's what really frustrated me on that Reddit thread was everyone was like, why don't they just tell us? Like, clearly they have a reason for that. They're not just being teases for attention like everyone kept saying, which is just stupid. They're professionals in the industry.
Also, not only that, he did, like Adam Sessler did clarify that it would have a nominal effect on like you as a consumer.
Mhm.
So like, it basically will have no bearing on anyone
Bearing.
else.
Well, so let me say the thing that I think that it is, and this is also speculation because as of this date, we still don't know what it is. Maybe that'll be changed by the time this is uploaded because news moves pretty quickly. But I saw a tweet that was an anonymous email that was saying something to the effect of, well, a bunch of us in the industry are perturbed at the fact that it was either Microsoft or Sony or both are requiring new game reviews to be done in a staged environment where they need to be sitting in with the developer and either watching and taking notes or playing under supervision of the developers or publishers in this case, which again, still speculation, don't know if that's at all true, but if that is the case, would completely just ruin games journalism.
Yeah, and Jason Schreier actually sent out a tweet earlier today saying that was basically bunk.
Oh, good, and I like
Yeah.
that guy, I trust him.
Yeah.
Well, also like not only.
Oh,
would
sorry,
that
I
be-
totally just realized I was on the timer for that whole thing.
That's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing too about that though is that there's like no way that could be possible just because of the logistics of that. There's no way that they could get a Sony rep out to like every game review site or whatever. But
it would ruin reviews in the first place. Like,
Yeah,
there would be no good reviews.
Well, they don't
Literally-
necessarily want reviews; they want advertisements, which would make
Exactly.
sense.
The thing is, though, we literally are speculating on the most cryptic things ever. Like, we have absolutely...
Oh yeah, we're just taking shots in the dark.
The extent
right
of these tweets are something bad's gonna happen, dude. That's about it. That's all we have.
He should have just said that verbatim.
The one thing that I can speculate on is the only thing that I think makes any logical sense to me is it probably has something to do, like, pertaining to the share button and stuff.
Right, and that's my other idea, is that Sony, once they've done this share button thing, they're going to not let YouTube be a thing anymore for their products, because they want all the sharing to be done through their avenues. So I'm assuming if that's the case, sharing will happen, they will take them down, or they will issue either claims or strikes against people's accounts who do that, and no monetization would occur.
Right. Yeah, that's the only thing that I could possibly think of. That said, though, honestly, that's not the biggest deal in the world to me.
Well, but like I said earlier when we were chatting about this on Skype, it might still have a bearing because, as I mentioned earlier, the Sony program for indie games. Yeah, Baer is blocking. Sony has the best program coming up of the next-gen consoles for indie games, and all of us, to some extent, are kind of tied into that. So if Sony's worried about claims on indie games, it might not be able to differentiate between PC and PS3 or PS4 footage. So we could end up in trouble over that shit for no reason.
Well, then I basically just won't cover those games,
Right.
if that's the case.
Only thing that hurts
That's the
them.
thing. It's if that is what it is, then it is just shooting yourself in the foot. And it kind of goes back to that whole thing where it's just like a lot of these game companies don't understand the mutual benefit. It's sort of like the Ray William Johnson and the viral videos, right?
Right.
Like, Ray William Johnson isn't hurting the viral videos by showing them on his channel. If anything, he's helping. Yes, the viral videos don't get the revenue from his video, sure, but there's compromises to be made. I think, really.
Yeah. This is almost an extension now of the discussion we were having about the Total Biscuit issue, too. And
Right.
it's something that people really need to realize is the fact that YouTube understands that 80% of their content now is from the gaming community, at least 80% of the content that generates monetization. Well, no, I think, okay, so I'm speculating still. I mean, I obviously don't have like an inside scoop or anything, but
Yeah.
I'm of the understanding that YouTube operating as a business realizes that they are destroying a significant portion of their revenue stream by trying to fight against this
Right.
big community that they've, grown to kind of, I guess, accept to a degree. We label them the enemy because of all this crap that goes down, especially because of the copyright strikes and the way that they handle everything so poorly. I mean, if you approach that from the devil's advocate side too, you can see that, well, given the scope of the business that they run, it's kind of impossible to really assume that anything better is going to happen beyond that. But they are not going to go so far as to, blanket sweep under the table everything that could possibly, get them in trouble legally. Because they've been dealing with that forever, and they will continue to deal with that. There's no way of handling it right now, just given current copyright law that allows them to have a clean slate on the whole ordeal. But they are not going to agree to any sort of thing that they know will at least alienate, if not completely destroy, the potential of all these big channels to do what they do.
Yeah,
They know that. There's no way they're getting around it, and it's very clear to everyone involved, I'm sure.
Well, but then there's always the element where maybe they just say, well, screw this, let's abandon ship because Twitch is a thing now and we don't want to compete with them, so why don't we just make it as easy as possible to work with as big a company as possible? And yes, I know it's a bunch of our revenue, and please, commenters, don't get into a how much does PewDiePie make on his account thing. That doesn't go anywhere. Nobody knows. Don't worry about it. But I don't know that YouTube necessarily does value that information and that revenue as much as everyone seems to give them credit for, because they've been making a lot of really dramatically suicidal business decisions with regard to how they handle the people that use their service. And I think we can all sort of agree to that.
Yeah.
At the same time, they still basically have a monopoly, and they can continue to treat it as such. I mean, you brought up the good point of the fact that Twitch is starting to move into their territory, and rightfully so, because Twitch is handling things well, things the way and typically a company trying to represent this group should.
Any steps or strides into try to counteract that. So it seems to me like they're just saying, well, hands up, I'm just out. Right? Because their streaming service still garbage.
Yeah, they haven't made
really
any attempts to fix that.
I think what it kind of seems like to me is that YouTube might just simply be understaffed. It may be something that's just a low priority for Google, because all this stuff that we're complaining about seems to just be not high on their priorities list, basically. Because I mean, like we were talking about with the whole GB thing, like they're working on their mobile device, they're fighting in court with Microsoft and all these people and stuff about, or with everybody trying to be trying to compete on mobile and making all these other things. I just don't think that they care, which is unfortunate because it's one of those things. And it's another one of those things too, where like, say YouTube bans gaming content across the board, right? And that's what people were speculating, though I for the reasons that Baer mentioned, I don't think will ever happen because it's just so much of their revenue stream from YouTube. But say they do that. All that will do is propel Twitch, and Twitch would be fine with it. And honestly, I might be fine with it too.
I think I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, because the thing is, YouTube obviously doesn't give a shit about us. Like, they don't care at all. And it doesn't look like they're making any moves to endear us in any way or make us feel like they do. They don't really care that they don't care about us. They don't care that we know that they don't care about us. And they're cool with doing whatever. So it's like, well, I know Twitch cares about me.
Yeah. We say this, and it's become kind of like a recurring theme. It's like, oh, YouTube doesn't care about us. They don't understand. But we say that because, like, YouTube has obviously, like, well, they have their giant Twitter handle that never responds to anything, but they have, like, a community-based YouTube thing. They try to make it appear as though they have this outreach that Twitch has obviously made it clear that they have based on their actions and not telling you that it exists. YouTube has the means by which to communicate on a level basis with all of us, like, content creators. Like, even the big people, like people like Total Biscuit and PewDiePie, and even like Northern Lion to a degree, probably should have some kind of direct contact, or at least somebody that they can go to say, like, hey, listen, we as a collective have come to the conclusion that, like, such and such is a problem. Can we talk about that? There's nothing like that exists with YouTube right now, and like Rob said, they make no efforts to make it appear as though that exists.
Have you seen their creator blog? It's basically as much of a joke as their Twitter account, where they just go in and post, like, these are the new wonderful things we've added to YouTube, completely ignoring all the things that are actually broken.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just a big, like, dick-sucking circle, and it just, every single blog post that they do is, like, 500,000 comments of, this shit's broken, why won't you do it? And they just ignore all of it.
To go on a bit of a tangential note, just because of the way that you phrased something there, you said a big dick-sucking circle. I wasn't aware those were things that existed. What is a big dick-sucking circle, out of curiosity?
Oh, it's... well, you've heard of a circle jerk, right? It's like an escalation of such a thing, where you just, instead of hands, you use mouths. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Is it a big circle, like, is the circle itself big, or is it a circle that's limited only to those with big dicks?
Both, actually.
It's
a
okay, then.
big dick, big circle.
Big,
Go big or go home,
circle.
right?
Well, okay, so here's my problem, because I'm trying to imagine this in my head.
Yeah, do it. Imagine it.
The issue is that you'd have a bit of a twisting circle, wouldn't you? Because you get through, like, the first section, and then that's fine. But then people are in, like, weird positions. Wouldn't you have, like, a Mobius strip type of situation going on with the dick sucking?
No, it's actually quite symmetrical. If you think about it, well, I don't really want to think about it.
I'm really glad you were at least able to get up to 419 life, Nick. I mean, like, I was worried that you were going to get a bit too low there.
Yeah.
Really.
Only imagine.
It was a close game, I'll be
from intellectual discussions about YouTube to dick-sucking circles in a matter of seconds.
That was good stuff.
Yeah, that was a great discussion. I like that we capped it off with that. It was quite appropriate.
The crescendo.
Things focused in, what's really important.
I mean, like, guys, really, the YouTube things are all right, but what we got to clarify here is big dick sucking circles are a thing.
Well, you know, it does really shine a light on like whatever it is that we're doing, which hasn't existed ever before YouTube, really. Because it's like we're sort of entertainers, and like in Nick's case and some other YouTubers' case, we're sort of journalists. But then we're sort of just personalities, so we're sort of like talk show
Maybe
hosts.
a little of all of it.
We're also radio show hosts, basically.
I'm sorry, you used the phrase "shine a light on it," and now all I can think of is a dick flashlight hybrid utility.
Would that be used in the dick sucking circle?
I would imagine so. It's got to be dark in there. Nobody wants to know whose dick they're sucking.
That's a good point. You know, when you're sucking on dick, you basically close your eyes, because I mean, you don't want to know.
You close your eyes and you wait for it to be over.
Well, they have flashlights already. That's a thing. So that's like a light.
That's a good point. Actually, did you guys ever hear that Louis C.K. bit about sucking dicks?
No,
I think so. Actually, yeah.
It's really good. Where he's like, you know, I've never sucked a dick before, and that's weird because most of the people on Earth have sucked a dick before. Like, and he explains it, and he's probably kind of right. It's like probably more than 50% of people on Earth have sucked a dick, right? Because like half the population is female, right? So
like
you have
a little more than half, yeah. But not all women suck dicks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, of those women, maybe like 25% of them are, you know, old enough to perpetuate that they would have the opportunity to suck a dick.
All right, fair enough. But then of the 50% of population, there's also a good percentage of the population that's male that have probably sucked a dick before.
Oh, that's true.
And then you also have to consider other men who have, you know, sucked a dick under various circumstances, whether or not pertaining to their sexual orientation. So really, there's like 1,000 people in the world that have never sucked a dick who are just, you know, just getting blown and not blowing back.
Well,
not really
I don't know if the story that you started there really necessitates the ending.
Yeah, that was a big leap in numbers.
There's a very large leap in the statistical analysis that you just performed. If you could make like a chart about
I was
that.
just gonna say, I'll whip up a pie chart for this, and Rob, I'll let you know once that link is available.
If I could
It's
explain,
a nice little pie. It's a slice of American pie.
If I could explain the joke a bit, the number 1,000 was meant in hyperbole to accentuate the humor of the fact that there would be a small percentage of people who have never sucked a penis before.
So, what is the percentage you think of people who have not sucked dick? What percentage would you specifically?
If we're talking realistically?
Realistically.
Let's say we consider adults.
35%.
Okay, adults only.
Of adults
over
have
the
not
age
sucked
of
a
20, over the age of 18.
35%, right? Yeah, that seems
35.
What if we
35%.
four in here are the only 4 adults in the world who have not sucked a dick?
Well, going on the numbers we've given, at least one of us hasn't. So 3 of us have.
Oh man, we've gone full circle. We've gone full dick sucking circle here.
Full
Now we
dick
have
sucking
to.
circle.
We never
Now we have
really
to see
explained
who
what
it
happens
is.
after the magic episode.
Well, you know what happens after the end of the Magic episode, Austin? A happy ending.
Oh, now we
isn't
gotta
that nice?
end it. That's beautiful.
That's adorable.
Da-da-da. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for another episode of Magic the Gathering. We hope it was as enlightening for you as it was for us. I think this is one of our better episodes, to
In
be
flesh
honest with you.
lightning.
Yeah, it was enlightening in every way possible.
Flesh lightning.
Bathed in the glory of this flesh lightning.
Thank you.
A lot
I was
of
going to
points
ask you to
really
say
rose
flesh lightning. I was really hoping you would.
Flesh
We had
lightning.
some hard facts, that's for sure.
Flesh lightning.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
New episodes Monday and Friday. Thank you for being here. Later.
Bye. So who's first now?
Flesh lightning.